Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Cooking for the Family. I'm Devon and today I'm going to share with you how to make low sodium chicken taco chili. This chili, you make it in the crock pot. It is a crowd pleaser. They will not miss the extra sodium. Trust me, it is so full of flavor, and the toppings we're gonna put on are just so delightful. I cannot wait to share with you how to make this simple chili. And we're going to be making our chili right in our crock pot. I'm also going to share with you how to make some quick and easy homemade tortilla chips. And the homemade tortilla chips really helps to set this dish off. So are you ready? Let's get started. So first what we're going to do is we're going to chop up our white onion. Now I'm using a large white onion, so we're only going to need half of an onion. Now, if you have a smaller onion, you can go on and use the whole onion if you have a medium or small onion. And also with this dish, you want to be sure to use a white onion. I've tried it with the brown onion and it's not as good. So I really suggest using a white onion when you're making your chicken taco chili. And hey guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go on and hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video and appreciate the content, go on and be sure to give us a thumbs up. Now, once I have my onion, I did the half an onion chopped and it's in my crock pot. Next, I'm adding in my chicken breast. And I'm doing 3 chicken breasts that I'm adding in right on top of the onion. Now, when I'm making my chicken taco chili, I always like to put the onion in on the bottom and then put the chicken breast on top. Next, we're going to put in our black beans, and I drained my can, so you definitely want to drain the liquid off your black beans. Next, we're putting in some kidney beans, and also I drained my kidney beans as well. Now, the cans of kidney beans and black beans, I used the ones that were low sodium, so be sure you get the ones that are low sodium. Next, I put in a can of tomatoes with diced green chilies. And we're actually going to be using 2 cans of the tomatoes with diced green chilies with the juice and everything. You just pour the whole can right in like that. Now, don't worry guys, because in the description box below, I'm going to have a list of all the ingredients you need to make this delicious low sodium chili. Next, I went on, I put in an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. Now that 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, that's the only thing that I actually did not have low sodium, but you can. But I have tried it with and without, and I like it just like that, without the low sodium for that one. Then I also put in my my 4-ounce can of diced green chilies, and that was mild diced green chilies I used. I'm using some frozen whole kernel corn, and that was 1 cup of frozen whole kernel corn. Now next, my taco seasoning. I put in my low sodium taco seasoning, and you always definitely want to use some low sodium taco seasoning. Now next up is our cumin, and our cumin really helps to give it that really good nice kind of smoky flavor, just like a little bit, not too much, but it's that background flavor that we have grown to love with most Mexican food dishes. Next, we're going to put in some chili powder, of course. And both of the cumin and the chili powder, I did 1 tablespoon. So you just need 1 tablespoon of each. Make sure we got all our ingredients right in the crock pot, just like that. Now, next, what we're going to do is I'm going to go on and give it a little bit of a stir, because I don't want to take up the onion from the bottom. I want to leave those onions on the bottom of the crock pot, and I want to leave my chicken sitting on top of the onion, but I just kind of want to give it a little stir and make sure I kind of get the spices and the corn and the beans all blended in together. We're going to go on and put our top on our crock pot, and we're going to set our crock pot timer for low and for 8 hours. Now that really is going to depend on how thick your chicken breasts are. And what I have found is that if your chicken breasts are not too thick, on low, typically it'll take about 6 hours, but I always set it to 8 hours just in case it needs a little bit more time, okay? And so let's see how it's doing. It has been cooking for about 6 hours now. It's bubbling really good. Let's just see how we're doing. Our chicken at this point should be pretty tender, and as you see, it is starting to fall apart just a little bit, showing how nice and tender it is. Now, Be mindful that when I do make my chicken taco chili in the crock pot, I do put the chicken breast in whole, because when you dice the chicken up beforehand, you add them into the crock pot, they will have a tendency to dry out when you're cooking it for that amount of time. So keeping your chicken breast whole is important when you're making your taco chili, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on and take out any of the bigger chunk pieces of the chicken breast, and we're just going to shred them a little bit. I don't shred them too fine, but I just want to shred or cut them up a little bit more into bite-sized pieces. And also, something with this chili recipe that is really great is that if you leave out the chicken, if you just leave out the chicken in the recipe, it becomes a wonderful vegetarian chili. And that is so awesome. So if you want to make a really great vegetarian chili that's also a low sodium chili, this is the recipe for you. Now, if you're liking this recipe and video so far, guys, don't forget to show us some love and go in and hit that thumbs up button. And leave me a comment down below and let me know what is your favorite chili topping. Now, once I have my chicken and I've shredded it up nicely just like this, we're going to go on and add it right back into our crock pot. I'm gonna give the chili a nice stir, but we are not done yet, guys. What comes next is what I like to call the fixins. And our fixins are gonna be our avocado, our homemade tortilla chips. It's gonna be the cilantro and the cheese. And I like to make my tortilla chips homemade when I do this. And it is so simple. You just take some corn tortillas. I cut them up in squares just like that. I'm putting them in my nice hot oil. And with tortilla chips, the secret to them when you're making them yourself at home is that you don't want to burn them, of course, but what you want to do is right when they're just golden is when you want to take them out. If you wait too long, they will start to burn on you. And you just go on and flip them. Now, because we're doing this as a low sodium dish, you don't even have to add any salt to these tortilla chips. The salt is optional on these. And let me tell you, they cook up so nice and thick, you won't even miss that little sprinkle of salt on them. Now, once I have them and they're all nice and golden brown, we're going to start assembling our chili. So we have all our fixings, guys. We have our homemade fresh corn tortilla chips that we did. I have some fresh avocado that I squeezed a little lime on. We have our cilantro and some queso fresca, and of course some sour cream. What we're going to do is we're going to go on and dish up our chili. Now also, if you want to double this recipe, you can definitely double the recipe. If you double the recipe, what I normally do is when I do double it, I only add one additional chicken breast, but I double all the other ingredients. And I'm going to put that information also in the description box below. But yeah, you can definitely double it, and it is such a crowd pleaser. If you're going to have company over, you're going to have family and friends over, you're going to make yourself a nice meal, this is definitely that no fuss, delicious crock pot chili. Something else, doesn't that look good, y'all? Oh my gosh, doesn't that look delicious? Let me tell you, this meal is so good. It is so delicious. And something else that I like to do, when I do make it vegetarian style and I don't put my chicken in, I like to make some cornbread. I make some nice skillet cornbread on the side. When I make this chili as a vegetarian chili, it is absolutely so delicious. So definitely give that a try as well if you want to make it vegetarian style. But this is it. This is our chili. Well, let me tell you, I know they will not miss that salt being in there, and it is so full of flavor. It is so delicious. So I hope you give this recipe a try. That is it for me today, guys. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Go on and hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video and appreciate the content, don't forget to show us some love and give us a thumbs up. And remember, it is always good when Devon is cooking for the family. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.